Hello, I'm Barbara. Welcome back to my Kentucky Native Garden. It's June 12th, 2 weeks since we've last toured my garden, and I wanted to show you some of the new flowers that are blooming this week in Barron County. Before we look at the new flowers that are blooming this week, I wanted to revisit some of the flowers we looked at 2 weeks ago. This is the wild hydrangea, and something I just learned today is that these larger petals are actually sterile, but they are there to draw attention to the smaller flowers that are fertile. And you can see that these flowers are just filled with bees. So they provide pollen and nectar. And if you look up, you'll see we have the oak leaf hydrangea just above the wild hydrangea, and it's very much the same thing. Those big white pretty flowers that you see are actually sterile, but they're there to attract the insects to the smaller fertile flowers that are behind. Next to these, you'll remember the spiderwort that we had 2 weeks ago. This will be blooming, as I told you, all summer long. And I'll just cut them off as the summer goes on. But they close up in the afternoon in the heat of the day, and then we'll open new flowers every morning. I wanted to show you my New Jersey tea is still blooming, and it's still full of bees and little flower flies. This produces nectar and it produces pollen. And it's starting to fade, but it has been blooming nicely for about 2 weeks now. And this will take a little bit of shade, but it does like some sun.
This is butterfly milkweed. Milkweed is the only host plant of the monarch butterfly. The butterfly lays its eggs on the underside of the leaves. When the egg hatches, the caterpillars eat the leaves. The flowers also provide nectar for bees and butterflies. Butterfly milkweed prefers sun and dry, poor soil.
This is shrubby St. John's wort. It is a bee magnet. It produces pollen, but not nectar. It likes poor soils, it likes sun, and it grows to be about 4 feet tall. It's very easy to grow. I grew all of mine from seed that started about 6 years ago, and these are about 4 feet tall now. So you can see how quickly they've grown. They reseed themselves very easily, so if you have one bush, you may very well have several of them. And the seeds will provide food for the birds in the wintertime. Thanks for visiting my Kentucky Native Garden. We'll see you again soon.
Sandy says, take your paw and smash that like button and subscribe to our channel.